Hi, Joe from Miniature Landscape Hobbies here. We're here at Event Horizon Hobbies. We're going to do a little bit of a store tour. Event Horizon Hobbies in Midland, Ontario is an absolutely amazing store with a selection that just simply can't be beat. Plus, they've got a pretty cute dog named Roscoe. Let's take a look around the store and see what there is to see. Spoiler, there's a lot. I guess you could say I'm a pretty serious hobbyist. Building in miniature preoccupies a ton of my time. I'm an avid wargamer, commission terrain builder, writer, instructor, competitive painter, fine artist, scale modeler, model train enthusiast, and, of course, a YouTuber. This means that my demands for supplies are pretty comprehensive. I consume products from all corners of the discipline of building in miniature. Plus, most of my friends and my sons are similar. Because of this, I need a supplier that has an exceptional selection. And if I'm missing a skill or specific knowledge for a project, it helps if that business can also offer expert advice. If a friendly game store can pass these standards, then not only are they a go-to for me, but they're also qualified to be a channel sponsor for Miniature Landscape Hobbies. Fortunately for everyone then, in Midland, Ontario, such a store exists. The incomparable Event Horizon Hobbies. This store checks all of the boxes any discerning hobbyist has, and beyond this, it offers a whole lot more. Namely, it has donuts. You can always impress me with donuts. So let's break out the camera gear and go on location to Event Horizon so you can see for yourself what just might become your favorite new hobby shop. Frequently, hobby shops are characterized as disorganized, dark, and musty places. For Event Horizon, this simply does not apply. The store is open and airy. It has seating areas, a coffee and snack bar, a cozy fireplace, and no shortage of games tables. The location is made even more pleasant by the occasional offering of live music. If you like to play your role-playing game, trading card, or tabletop games where you shop, Event Horizon has you covered. And in my opinion, this is a pretty exceptional characteristic. In 2023, our hobbies are largely mainstream, with many hobby stores becoming social hubs. Event Horizon, I figure, is leading the pack on this. They're not so much a store as a community gathering place to showcase the sheer variety of hobby options to the public. Moreover, they meld this with other local artists and musicians with an inviting coffee house atmosphere. Are you looking for a pleasant spot to hang out with non-gamer friends on a Friday night? Go to Event Horizon. Are you looking for a spot to take an intrepid band of people role-playing dwarves, orcs, and the like? You can still go to Event Horizon. Making our hobbies visible and dispelling the myths that the average role player or 40K enthusiast is an introvert seems to be a major objective for Event Horizon. And they're knocking this out of the park. It's comforting to know that businesses like Event Horizon are not only shattering these narrow-minded views, but inviting people in to see for themselves the excellent communities that are building around the hobbies we all know and love. Enough of that. Let's talk about shopping. I could just simply say that Event Horizon has everything, because they do. First, you see the huge variety of trading cards and supplies. Magic, Pokemon, It's all here, and there are always pickup games in progress to boot. For the avid builder, the second aisle is basically a heaven on earth. Woodland Scenics and AK Interactive are all represented alongside other niche suppliers. The selection of scenics and model tools tops anywhere north of the GTA. And it also tops most of the suppliers in the GTA, to be honest. There are airbrush supplies here too, including some rarer tools like cleaning kits. Also on hand is an item that I discovered at Event Horizon. Army Painter Foam Safe Spray Paint. I didn't even know that this existed. Along with Superglue Accelerant, I think this has to be the most formidable new addition to my hobby arsenal in the last 4 years. Further on we see Malifaux, and a lot of it, along with various other games, including role-playing titles. If it's not here, Sarah Ann and Chris can get it for you, so don't worry. But they're also so well stocked, I bet whatever you want is here anyways. Then we get to the GW products. There are tons. Seriously, 40k, 30k, Kill Team, Necromunda, it's all here, and again, the selection is really impressive. You could easily build an entire 40k army, including getting the rules and supplements, with just one trip down the row. Past this is my corner of the store, and I say that sincerely, as when I go with my family members, they have to drag me away from the beautiful selection of historical models. Bolt action, pike and shot, it's all here, including, samurais. I don't have any of those. Yet. And, of course, my beloved Napoleonics. The most warlord Napoleonics I've seen in one spot. Ever. Period. Anywhere. Just across the aisle is scale model kits, and beside that is Black Seas, Napoleonic sailing ships. I actually picked up one of the core sets while I was filming this video. But then I remembered it's almost Christmas, so I put it back on the shelf. The wrong shelf. And then I dropped it on the floor. Sorry. Beyond this, there are fine art supplies of varying types, enough to keep watercolor, oil, and acrylic enthusiasts happy, and I vowed to bring my dad to Event Horizon on a miniature landscape hobbies field trip. There he can shop, as he's a very avid landscape painter. And speaking of paint, they have it all. Citadel, Army Painter, and AK Interactive. My first experience with Army Painter speed paints was at Sarah Ann's recommendation. And wow, it's now my go-to brand. Now we get to more community space, the games tables. They have some great terrain here and tables to play on. If you lack space at your home, Event Horizon has you covered. The last thing we see on the tour is likely the most important, the painting desk that belongs to the owners of the business. Here you can see them working away on their own hobby projects. Now you might ask why this is special. Well, our passion for our hobbies is infectious. Our commitment to make the most of our own art is ultimately what spreads interest to new enthusiasts. The fact that the staff at Event Horizon are as invested in the culture and art of the hobby as their patrons exemplifies that their mission isn't to simply run a business, but to become active participants in the process of passing on the hobby torch to future generations, for all to enjoy. So, if you're looking for a cool hobby hangout, or a spot to get the essentials for your next project, please be sure to stop in to Event Horizon Hobbies in Midland, or you can check out their excellent online store. And if you're not hobby shopping, then just stop in to get a donut, and maybe say hi to Roscoe. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Please remember to subscribe, press the bell button so you get immediate notification on our videos, and until next time, remember to keep building life in miniature.